So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel The Campus Point. So in today's video I am going to explain some interview questions with C programming. So as in my previous video I have already explained some important concept of C programming. So in today's class or in today's video basically I am going to explain some interview questions which are most frequently asked question in the campus interview from the C programming itself. So let us start. So the first question, let me write the question first. So that is your as include int main. So this is int a and I equals to 4. It's a very simple question from operators. So the instruction is that a equals to 24 logical or minus minus I. Okay. So I need to display here the values of a and I. Just see printf percentage d that is a comma I. So let us try to solve this one. So now see in this question basically two variable is there. One is a, another one is I, and the operator we are using here logical OR. So before trying to solve this one, we need to know what exactly your logical OR operator is here. It is completely based on the truth table. Suppose this is x, this is y, and this is x or y. The truth table is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, and this is 1, 1, 1. So if we analyze the truth table of logical OR, then we get here if one input is true, then the output is true. That is the first one. Second one is that if the first input is true, then the output is true. So in such cases, the second part will not execute. True means the non-zero value will be treated as true and zero value will be treated as false. So in these questions, you can see here 24 logical OR minus minus I. So 24, first input is 24, second one is minus minus I. So that is in cases of 3. So the value will be 3. So this will be 24 or 3. So x value is 23, y value is 3. So in this case both the value will be true. 24 is considered as true. This is true. So now check the same value with the truth table. X value is 1. So if the first input is true, then the output is true. So in such cases, second part will not execute. So the value remains same. So output here will be values of A. You can see values of A. So once this part will be evaluated, that will be assigned to A. So value of A will be what? That is true. True means 1. A value is 1. Now I value is what? I value remains same because I value will not executed in the second part. So that will be remain same. So A value is 1, I value is 24. So such type of many questions are asked in the campus interview. So in this particular question, you need to just know the truth table, and based on the operation, you need to ensure that if it is a logical OR and the first part is true, then the output is true. So in such cases, the second part will not execute. If you execute the second part, then the value will be changed. Hence your output may be wrong. So this thing you need to take care. So this is all about the first questions. So let us move to the second one. So this is I value is 4 here. So this will be 4, not 24. This is 4 here. So this will be 4. So now move to the next one. Next questions. Let me erase this part. So now let us move to the second questions. So that's a very simple questions again from int main. So I am declaring here just see int now I will write here. Next one is int main, then int a const int a equals to what? The value will here 10. So now what you need to print here? That is print here percentage d, that is plus a. Now you can see here this is a equals to 10. Okay. So now you can see here a single variable is there a, and we need to print here plus a. Plus a is nothing but pre-increment, that is value will be incremented. So a value is initially 10, so after that a value will be a plus 1, so that should be 11. But in this case your const keyword is applied. So what is the meaning of const here? So once you declare a particular variable as const, then the value of variable cannot be changed. That means here it is 10. So in the entire program, the value of a will remain 10. We cannot change that particular value. But in this printf statement, what we are doing here, we try to modify the value of a. By trying here to modify the values of a, that is plus a. So in this case, which is not possible. This is not possible. So why it is not possible? Because const value cannot be changed, can't be changed. So what it will be the output here? This will be your error. So output will be here compile time error, right? This will be compile time error. So if there will be no const in the program and this part will be only like this, int a equals to 10, then only your output will be here a equals to 11, because plus a, that will be 10 plus 1 11. But as in this case const is there, the const value cannot be changed throughout the program. So the value will remain same, it cannot be changed. But as the programmer is trying to modify the value here, so this will show an compile time error. So this is another most frequently asked question in this campus interview. So now let us move to the third questions. After this, now let us move to the third questions. That is a question basically belongs to operator. So we'll write here int a equals to 10, 20, 30. So again I will print here value of x. Printf, that is percentage d, then this will be x, right? So this is 10, 20 and 30. So now this is return 0. Now see how to solve this type of problem. And basically this problem is belongs to your operator chapter. This belongs to operator, and the specific area is your comma operator. That is your comma operator. So now let us try to know the fundamental of comma operator. It is an operator which is basically execute from right to left. So comma operator execute from right to left. The next one is C. Is A is a single variable here, but we are trying to allocate three different values. So when a variable is one variable, so the value must be 1, because a single variable can able to contain a single values. But in this case you can see a value. So now let us try apply the concept of comma operator. So it will be always execute from right to left. So now see a value is first 30. So this part is over. Now again a is assigned with another variable that is 20. So what happened? We cannot assign two different values. So the value will be override. So now it will be now 20. So again the next part, again it is 10. So a single variable means single values will be there. Now see, after that no other value is assigned. So what will be the final values of a? That will be 10. So this is a simple concept of your comma operators. This will be simple concept of your comma operator. So only one value will be applied and the value is here right to left. So the value is here 10 itself. So this is the third questions, a simple tricky questions for campus interview. So let us come to the next part. Next question, it is question number 4. Again the question will be from your operator that we will discuss basically from arithmetic operator. Sorry, that is from your increment decrement operator. So this is the next question. As include stdio.h, then int main. So now in this case we will discuss two variable, that is x equal to 2. So that is int x equal to 2, then y. Okay, then I am trying to evaluate here y equal to plus x star plus x. Now see, this is y equal to plus x star plus x. Then next one is I need to print here the values of x and y. So printf %d that is x comma y. Okay, now the next part is again I am writing the values of x, that is x equal to 2. Again I am writing here x equal to 2. Initially x equal to 2 was there. Okay, x equal to 2 again. So I am writing y equal to x plus x. Okay, now again I need to print here, that is printf %d that is x comma y. Okay, so this is the question. Now see how to solve this type of questions, as this is basically belongs to from your operator, that is increment decrement. Now come to the first part. There are two variables, just see. First part is x and y, two variables are there. X value is given 2. So as the y value is not given anything, that will basically contain a garbage value. That basically contain a garbage value. Now this is your increment decrement operator, and we know that the execution from right to left. Now come to this part. This is a pre part. Pre, again both are pre, so there will be no problem. The value will be directly incremented. So now see, this is initial x value is 2. So now plus x, that means that is 3. Now it cannot assign alone because this is a combined statement and merge statement. Again plus x, again increment. So now this is your 4. So what will be the values of x and y? Now see, x and y. So what will be the values of x? Before that we need to find the values of y, because this is 4 and this is 3, but both the variables are same. First 3, then 4, as you already know, that contain one value. A single variable means single value. That means what is the operated values of x? Here 4. So now you can see here y equal to x into x. That means 4 into 4. That will be 16. So x value is already there, that is 4. So the first value will get here, that is 4, and now it is y value is what? 16. So this is the first part. Now similarly consider the second part. So in the second part, again the same process we need to follow, but there is a little bit changes. One is pre, another one is post. Now the same thing you can see here. The x value is 2, y value is same garbage. Okay. So now see, this is again pre-post. This is a combination of this is a post, this is a pre part. So again this is increment decrement. That means it will execute from right to left. So come to the first part, plus x. Plus x means this is pre. First the value will be incremented. So now that is 3. Come to the next part. This is post. Post means what? First the value will be assigned. So the value is here 3. So we can find out the values of y. So y is what? Only a single value is there, 3. So y value is 3 into 3. That is your 9. But now the next part is what? This already incremented, this already assigned. Now this is value is already assigned. So next part is to increment the values. So once you increment the values, that will be what? That is the 4 and 9. You can see the value of x you are getting here 4, and the value of y you are getting here 9. So in the first case both are pre. That means we are getting the answer as 4 and 16. In the second case one is pre and one is post. That is 4 and 9. So the idea here is to that if that is pre and post, accordingly you should execute. If it is pre, in case of pre, first the value will be operation, then it assign. If it is a cases of post, first you can assign, then you can make the operation here. And this is the first tips to solve this particular type of problem. Second thing is that this will execute from right to left. Right to left execution is there for this type of questions. So now let us move to the next questions, and this type of question basically most frequently asked in the campus interview. So pre-post, this is something tricky. So now let us move to the next question. The next question is that a question is there. Which of the following cannot be used as a variable name in C? Okay. Which of the following cannot be used as a variable name? Which of the following cannot be used as a variable name in C? Okay, so the option here is, the first one is identifier, first one is here identifier, and the second one is here keyword, third one is here both, and fourth one is none. Fourth one is none. That is none of this. So now you can see which of the following cannot be used as a variable name. So identifier is nothing but that is the name of a assigned location, which basically used to identify a particular location. But what about keyword? Keyword are nothing but the reserved word. So that is basically known by the C compiler. So keyword are the word, the specific word used for some specific purpose. And remember, keyword's name cannot be used as a variable name in any, that may be any language, that may be C, that may be C++, that may be in Java. It cannot be used as a variable name in any of the language. So this is basically the reserved word, and in C programming, remember there are 32 keywords are there. So let us take an example. Suppose int is a keyword. int is a keyword. So this is a keyword. So I cannot write here. So now see int. I cannot write here int. So this is the keyword or data type, or you can tell this is the data type, and this cannot be a variable name. This cannot be a variable name. So this is a wrong interpretation. So simply in this case we can write int. Okay. So the answer will be here your keyword. So keyword name cannot be used as a variable name in any of the programming language, because keyword is known as a reservoir, and the meaning of keyword has been already explained to your C compiler, and that is a specific word basically used for specific purpose only, and there are 32 keywords, and this is the example through which you can ensure that keyword name cannot be used as a variable name. So these are this type of questions basically asked in the campus interview. So you need to practice more such type of questions, and these questions are all basically from your operator, because most of the output related questions will be asked from the operator in C programming. So that's all for today's class. In the next class I will come with some new questions for the campus interview. Thank you.